Hello and welcome to Purewordcreations. My name is Tahira. I have a custom journal flip through for you today. It is a soft cover B6 size, small size, kind of handheld journal that I made for a paleo roboticist. Yes, it is a first for me, and I hope it won't be the last. It's really, really cool to look into this person's snapshot of a life and create a journal for her. Her favorite colors are navy blue, gold, and terracotta. So on the cover here, it is a elastic closure. I have a piece of fabric here that's making the pocket, and then on top I have this rust dyed kind of doily fabric on top, and then I have this trim here at the top of the pocket, and inside the pocket I have this print by GDB. It's called Studying. It's really, really cute. And then behind that, I have a part of my um, lithograph that I made some time ago. And this is just one of my nature spirits. And that fits in this pocket here. Then on the spine, this is the fabric on the spine. There's canvas that's backing that. And then here's the back with this other part of that same trim. A little bit of rust dyed lace there. And that's where the closure is connected. All right, going inside, we'll get into more of her interests as we go. All right, so inside I have a library pocket that I rust dyed, and then on top of here I have this quote that says, "Remember the past, live for tomorrow." And that's backed with some really nice fabric that's kind of like a reptile skin design. This is just a journal card that I was gifted by Renee at Renee's at It Again. Each of the three signatures starts with some scrapbook paper. This is from Prima. There are a lot of dyed papers, coffee dyed, color dyed. There's probably some bean dyed in here, rust dyed papers for my friends. There's some eco dye papers and the artist that I was gifted these papers from or bought from is Rosemary Morris, Cameron from Lotus and Nightshade, Tattered Tammy, and Renee at Renee's at It Again. So you'll see those papers throughout. This is just a note of how to use the journal. Just some really fun papers. And I wanted this journal to be very textural since I'm sure, the recipient is having to work with bones and worked with different gadgets for the robots. Imagine what the skins of dinosaurs would be like to inform her applications for how those the bones and spines of those dinosaurs would be applied to modern day robots. Um, yeah, so it's really really cool. This is a card from Prima. It says "Be yourself." I just backed it with some coffee dye paper, I believe. And this is a digital from Giggle Glitter Graphics. playing card. Some scrapbook paper I made into a little tuck. I had these dinosaur cards in my stash from Target dollar spot like long time ago. Here's some natural fiber paper. Got this gessoed papers from Tamara, so this recipient can write on top of these papers. There's a Lin Chianing sticker there. And this is a postcard from the seasonal pages. The recipient loves coffee. Here is a digital from Kelly Maleka. It says, inhale confidence, exhale doubt. Stamp from Lin Chianing. And I'm not going to pull everything out. There's some paper bits in here, some things of interest. Just so that she has something that's of a surprise. Here's some of that gold. It's one of her colors. This stationery I got at a creative reuse shop a while ago. Here is a stamp from Ebony's Moon. She reads, the recipient reads nonfiction. Here's some beautiful wallpaper. And on the back of that, I've made a pocket or soda pocket onto it. And this is a postcard of artwork from Gerald Wilt's paper. Some of her collage work. And then I have the stationery. It's a little planet. Here's a print from Magdalena, a Fat Pickle Studio. And Tamara gifted me these beautiful book pages from Children's Storybook. So gorgeous. This is a digital from Crafty Planner Queen. A little steampunk lady. And this is stationery from Rose Colored Earth Co. Tamara also gifted me these beautiful French flashcards. The recipient is doing her postdoc. This is a stamp from, of course, my paper project. Yes. Uh-oh. I'm losing my little makeshift table. I'm using a music stand, actually. This is a spirit card, like an animal spirit card, and this is on the parrot. Gave her plenty of room to make this journal her own, but she did want it to inspire her, so I have a lot of things visually to look at and to be inspired from. Another Crafty Planner Queen digital. That's a vintage Rolodex card that I got from Renee. The other side of Kelly Maleka's digital. Here is a stamp that says melanin. That's from Azzari Jarrett. And here is a postcard of artwork by Denisio Truitt. It's gold inlay there. And this is just a cut out scrapbook paper journaling card in the navy blue color. This is papers from Gather Journal. Renee also sent me some of these amazing Egyptian cards. I believe this is the Egyptian god Amit, who's the goddess of crocodiles, or the Egyptian goddess of crocodiles. Some stationery. Crocodiles being our modern day dinosaurs, of course. I had this, I think I got this book from Goodwill or another thrift store, and it was on x-rays. And so this book page had x-rays of robots. And so on the back, I just put some of my rust-dyed papers down as journaling spots. And here is a Project Life card that says work, play, and rest. The recipient is a follower of the Nap Ministry, whose motto is rest is resistance. Here is the second signature. Here's another artwork piece. This one is a postcard of GDB. A moon card that says action. I will leave the name of the artist down in the description box. I got these so many years ago. It was a pack of cards. A friend gifted me this textural paper that has this print on it. It's really cool. And it's textured on the back here too. Some Japanese stationery that I dyed some time ago, maybe tea dyed some time ago. Book page. Rust dyed paper. The recipient also likes games, video games. So this is like a playing game play sheet. Some vintage graph paper. Another journaling card that Renee sent me. And this is a rust-dyed Rolodex card. I got these sheets of Rolodex cards that you punch out from Cameron at Lotus and Nightshade. This is a beautiful first day of issue envelope and stamp. The recipient has an interest in fencing. I got the envelope from Tamara. Tortoises and turtles are also our modern day dinosaurs, so this is a fabric flip with these cute little tortoises or turtles on them. There's another digital from Kelly Maleka, kind of a steampunky theme. Here's another dinosaur card, although this this animal is pre-dinosaur, I believe. Some vintage memo paper. Another one of Lin Chianing's stickers. It says summer, and summer is the recipient's favorite season. Eco-dyed paper from Rosemary Morris. And this book page where these kids are playing video games. Love the colors on this. So pretty. Here's another book page of books that I was gifted by Renee. And this one also says we play games. Hide and seek. And I just love that color, that brown, almost terracotta color. It's just another page of stationery. Here's another Egyptian god. I believe it's a Sobek, who's the god of crocodiles, and scrapbook paper from Stamperia, and the color is light enough so that you can write on top of that. Maybe mount pictures. Here's another scrapbook paper. This is like almost like an X-ray of bones. You can flip it up. There's more of my rust-dyed paper. Of course, the backs of those pages. Another Stamperia stamp. Or another product of Stamperia, I should say. Here's another book page. I believe. I think Renee sent me this beautiful book. If not, it was Cameron. I believe it was Renee though. But this is like African tribes, traditional rituals, and the colors are so pretty. I'm sorry I'm not doing this justice. But you can see that the previous owner kind of wrote on the printed part of it. I have a tuck here with made from paper by Prima. And those are her colors there, the gold, the navy blue, and the terracotta color. And this is also Stamperia. It's a journaling card. You can see like half of the deer, sorry. Oh my goodness, sorry about the shaking. Half of the deer's face kind of has this steampunk or all of these gears. And I just backed it with some of my rust-dyed butcher paper. Had this ribbon of gears. And the third signature, you can probably hardly see that this pocket has a base of a book, cut out of a book page, and it's actually it's the animal, a shuttle, um, and the recipient's favorite animal, either imaginative or real, is a Quetzalcoatl, um, and the twin brother of Quetzalcoatl is Xolotl, and the real animal version of Xolotl is a shuttle. I know I'm pronouncing all of these Aztec names wrong, but doing my best. But yeah, you'll see um, that animal later on in this signature. Here is another digital from Kelly Maleka. Again, half of the animal has these little gears and things going on. It says soothe. And the Quetzalcoatl is a feathered serpent. Here are some stamps, kind of these faux coffee stains. Cameron of Lotus and Nightshade did a beautiful job on this dye paper. It fits so well with this next book page here. Some stationery from Ebony's Moon. Here's some stationery. You can actually punch these circles out. Here we go. Here's the second page of that. You can see that. That's from Lin Chianing. It's kind of delicate, so I'm going to leave that there. Here is some Chinese specialty paper that I got in Rhode Island. There's more little paper bits in that side of the bag. Another page from Gather Journal. And I got this, I guess it's a bookmark. It was a part of like a little sticker kit from Sticky Club some years ago. I've just held on to that. Some mulberry paper in that terracotta color. Some paper that has like these little gold specks in them. That's from Dollar Tree. And some scrapbook paper made into a journaling card. Here's another stamp from Azzari Jarrett. It says, eat, hydrate, move, sleep. The back sides of those, or actually, sorry, not the back sides. They're still the front sides of these papers. Here is the middle of the signature. The recipients, some of the recipients' family are from, family members are from Barbados and St. Lucia. So I had a book that was gifted by Renee. I believe it's not those islands, but they are Caribbean islands that's featured in this book. And she's talking to the sugarcane guy, the neighborhood sugarcane seller. just this washi tape on chemistry. I have this office stamp that says original. This postcard of Audre Lorde. And the artist is Sam Roble. Now we're at the back sides of those papers. It's very faint stamp, but there's a stamp, the Liberty Bell. The recipient lives in Pennsylvania. Here's a Plant Ally card. And that's from Velvet Back on Etsy. This Japanese language card, flashcard, is the symbol for joyful, happy. Here's another image from Crafty Planner Queen. And behind it, some old vintage stationery. Got that from Renee. And then I thrifted this book, like a handy. No, I actually got this from Cameron. This is like a work person's guide to making their own furniture. And this is a working drawing of a coffee table. And on the back is a footstool. And here is a card, animal card that I got from Tamara of the axolotl. I think that's the way that you say it correctly. Axolotl. Yeah. It's often mispronounced, so trying to do my best. And then this is the best that I could do for, representing Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. Oh gosh, Quetzalcoatl. There you go. I just happen to have this 6x6 pad of paper, and I was like, wow, that's exactly what I needed. And I figured that this is the female version, or the woman version of a of a Quetzalcoatl. It's a coloring book page from an Afrofuturism coloring book. That's on the back. Oh, and here's another Stamperia stamp. Tree of Life. Here's my sticker and business card, and there's the back. I rust dyed this canvas on the inside. There's the back again. And then the elastic just comes from the back over to the front. kind of sits where that trim is. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I had so much fun learning about paleo roboticists. um, it's a new one for me. So I hope the recipient enjoys this. Take care. Bye bye.